And you've had some acting opportunities in the big city.
In the big city, yeah, most of it from the improv theater. A lot of comedy at the moment. I can plug in. I have a showcase tomorrow at 6 p.m. Doing my scene for yeah, and I do sometimes. I do usually do like a 10-minute and then go over my lines.
Do you do you remember a movie, Baby Driver?
Yeah, love that movie.
Okay. And do you remember when I saw that movie, I immediately told you, watch that movie because the guy that plays the baby driver
Yeah,
could be you. I just could see you in that role.
yeah, Ansel Elgort, a fellow New Yorker as well. Ansel Elgort's from New York.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, yeah. Nana was always like interested from the time you were, I don't know how old. How old were you when we went to Blockbuster?
Oh my God,
7?
I had
You were young.
younger than that. I
You
would
were
think,
very young.
yeah, seven,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because when you were in the back seat and you when you said, when I win an Oscar, Nan, I'm taking you to the Academy Awards. And I said, well, maybe you want to take your mother. And you said, no, I'm taking you.
Mm.
Because I always had that zone in on the acting thing. I hope that still holds. I'm holding you to your word.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now,
They call when they call.
okay, you call me. I'll get a nice dress. And I won't show too much flesh.
That's up to you. This is your
Yeah,
moment
see,
as much
I
as
can't
mine.
help myself. So anyway, I think about actors out there now like Ryan Gosling and Leonardo DiCaprio, and I see you in that look, but they're getting old.
They
They're
are.
getting old. In fact, I put out a reel of you playing the guitar and singing Hallelujah.
Mm.
And I said something about, Leonardo's getting a little old. It's out there. You can find it.
Yeah, yeah. You said it
Yeah,
to me. I
I
remember.
think I said it to you. But yeah, they need some new, young, gorgeous guys out there. So, how do you handle the rejection or even the uncertainty? Because it is such a competitive environment.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't. So three things. I take the idea that the rejection is just like part of the game. There's people who are more talented than me. There's people who are have as much connections and they get rejected. It's just how it is.
it is.
It's just it's such a finite idea of what casting directors would want in the role.
Yeah.
Um, and what you do with the uncertainty, you just have to stay busy for yourself. So that's why I'm doing improv. That's why I'm doing stand up. That's why I'm spreading my net wide because I'm lucky enough to live in a city that allows that,
Yeah.
and just building a community around it. And I don't look at competition as a bad thing at all. I think it's a great way for me to get better. But I also don't look at people who I would be competing with as like someone who's like my enemy. I want if I meet someone and I feel like they're better at acting or they're better at doing some sort of performance style than me, I talk to them because I want to know what they do. I want to know what's their routine.
Your
How,
comrades, your comrades.
yeah.
Yes, that's how I hear that. And how do you balance the hustle, though, of pursuing acting with the need for a personal life and making your rent money?
Well, I just make sure I go to work and I'm able to make that rent money for sure.
Most important.
I don't know, the personal relationships, again, I'm so new to this city and it's an ongoing balance that I don't really have an answer for at the moment, but
That's okay.
yeah, we're working it out slowly but surely.
A female.
Yeah,
Talking about a female.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Meaning that there is someone that you like, and is she in the business too?
I'm single at the moment,
You're
so
single. Okay.
yeah.
But a lot of the women you meet are probably in the business.
I sometimes they're just they do their own thing. The great thing about New York is not everyone's in the business. It's different from LA. So it's just
Yeah,
like you can meet people who are great painters, who are really just into, who want to run a restaurant.
yeah,
It's a different type of mentality where you
yeah,
have so many different avenues that you can kind of jump into in the city.
yeah,
It's,
yeah,
yeah, it's all high performing and all high quality, and it's people trying to be the best at that, you know.
exactly. And how has the city changed the way that you see yourself as an artist?
Oh, what a good question.
I usually have one good question in each interview.
I think it's just to see it as like we look at this pursuit as something to gain celebrity. And I think the more I kind of have met actors who are able to work in theater and do a lot of working television and all those avenues and to be able to travel with it to places such as like London and even the great regional theater within Jersey and throughout the Northeast and the Southeast. Is to look at it like any other industry where you're trying to build a career and you're trying to build a longevity in a community rather than trying to achieve celebrity.
Mhm.
So that was more, that's more where it went. Like I think that's the goal is just to get better at the craft, to form a community. Those are like the big changing points, the big
Yeah, I can understand that with knowing you. Um, so who are some maybe actors or directors or writers that you'd like to collaborate with?
plenty. Darren Aronofsky. I would like to do stuff with Andrea Arnold, Lynn Ramsey. They both had movies come out this year.
Are they directors?
Yeah, they're directors.
So I'm not in the biz.
Yeah. Yeah, Lynn Ramsey directed What Do We Need to Talk About? We Need to Talk About Kevin. She just had a movie come out with Jennifer Lawrence, and it was very good.
Oh, oh,
I mean, it's a long list. Actors that I look up to right now, I love Andrew Scott. He played a big part. He played the hot priest in Fleabag. He's
I
an
remember that show. Yeah.
amazing actor. Um, I like people. I just saw Ryan Gosling in Hail Mary, and I thought that Project Hail Mary. I thought he was amazing. I
Yeah.
love the trajectory of his career, where he went from like a heartthrob,
Hmm.
the action star role, and now he's doing comedy, and just like the range that he can play is. I know. I think he's astounding and in some ways, like still underrated. I love Robert Pattinson and the turn he's made since.
Yeah, because in the beginning with Twilight, was it Twilight?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
play.
Totally different persona than he has now, I think.
No, now he's doing Prestige. And what's funny, I have a good story for you. One of the big directors that I would like to work with now are the Safdie brothers. So there's Benny and Josh Safdie. They got big playing, it, kind of being in the big players in the turning point of Robert Pattinson's career, where he did Good Time, which is like one of my favorite movies. And they just kind of split off instead of collaborating. They did their own thing. And then Josh just did Marty Supreme with Timothy Chalamet, and Benny did The Smashing Machine with The Rock, both kind of like these prestige type of movies. And what's funny, I was walking in Central Park, and there's this rock that I usually sit by, and this was where I was working with my other job. And Benny Safdie was just sitting there, and I was able to talk to him. So,
Oh, that's the difference right there.
mhm.
Being in New York and
Yeah.
never knowing who you're going to run into. I as you know, I wrote 4 books, but the first book that I wrote, um, you are going to be in it when it's finally a movie.
Mhm.
It's called Raised by Wolves, Trapped by Demons, which I gave you a copy.
Mhm.
It's okay.
What happened?
I don't know if you read any of it, but it's
Yes, I did. You
it's
sent us a whole chapter through text. I've read the whole first chapter. I've read chapter 5. Yeah, you gave me a little book notes of like the best chapters to read. Yeah, I've read it.
what you think?
That's good. That's
Could
good.
it be a movie?
It could. It could.
there's gangsters in it and all kinds of stuff. So here's the deal, and this is like sort of related to your acting and writing. The thing is, I need a script in
Hmm.
order to get any attention.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually now have a producer in Hollywood that has the book, but she has no time to read it.
Mm,
So I'm spending time trying to find someone that can turn the book into a screenplay.
mm,
And once I do that, so, and I'm 77 years old.
mhm.
So age means nothing if you are creative. I think I said that in a good way.
It's a beautiful way to put it.
No, well, some people think, you get to a certain age, why are you doing anything like that? Because I love it. I love this, what I'm doing now, talking to you. I talk to people all over the world. I love it. And I'm a talker, right? You who knows me best. So, and you will have a part in the movie, of course. So, when you imagine success for yourself, what does that look like?
It's for me to be able to choose doing interesting roles, for me to be able to travel,
Mhm.
and for me to be able to give back to the community in some way. So those are the three hallmarkers.
Most things hit me uh, thinking about different actors. And one of the biggest perks, which a lot of them will admit, is when they're filming in different countries that they probably never would have gone to. So that's a perk of being an actor. Also, the giving back. I
Hmm.
love the actors that give back, that are helping the homeless and people that are hungry and different things. And we have these manufacturing, I don't want to, only I will say some names like, I won't say Bill Gates because he did give something back, but there's a lot of people, billionaires with money, that are buying airplanes and cars and all kinds of stuff. And it's like, and how much did you give in charity? Like, really, that annoys me. That's one of my pet peeves. But so I'm glad you said that about giving back. That's important and it keeps you humble. And I think that humility is a character that an actor needs.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
I really
Definitely.
do. So if you could talk to your younger self back in Wilmington, what would you tell him?
Relax. Tell
Just
them
one word, relax.
relax. Yeah.
That's so cool.
I would relax, tell them that I would say build I would have done more team sports just to build a sense of community and just have what would I have done for my self-esteem? That would have been better.
Well, you did long distance running, was it?
Yeah, I would have, yeah, but I would have told them that I would have told my younger self to just
Do the
do
basketball?
no, do more clubs,
Okay.
do more
Group.
social activities, do more like extracurricular,
Okay.
join clubs, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're growing up, it took you a while to bring out your personality. And I'm saying this the way I observed it. So as you matured, you got less shy. Like, um, if I had all the grandchildren at the house, you're not the one I expected to be a bully or do anything really bad. You'd be in there watching TV quietly until, and his name shall remain unsaid. Another cousin would come and bully you. But
Well, I get
yeah,
bigger, so
yeah,
that's
he
not bad.
was he was bigger. Yeah, he was a year older and he was taller. Yeah, and his personality has changed too.
Yeah.
It's amazing because he has done a total turnaround now. So yeah, you had to develop your own personality, and so you've definitely changed. And what is something that you wish people understand about the reality of being an actor, especially a young, unknown actor?
It's just it's networking is your greatest skill.
Oh, it is. It
I would,
it absolutely is. That's me too. Networking, um, still doing it, and not to sound what I just said, not humble, but I still get checks from Amazon and Audible. And I wrote that book almost 6 years ago,
mm,
my first book. And the podcast, I'm not able to monetize yet because it's a whole different framework, how you build your business that way. You have to have like 10,000 viewers or whatever type of thing. It's crazy.
mhm.
But when I get a check from Amazon for $20, I'm very proud of myself because some people write a book and nobody except their family buys it. In my case, all these people bought it except my family.
We got a free copy, that's why.
No, most of them are afraid what I wrote.
Hmm.
See, I could do stand up. I really could.
You should try it.
Me and Terry and you should go on a tour together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, could be a generational thing. You're the youngest,
Yeah,
then Terry, then me. That'd be great. Well, this was I think a pretty thorough interview because you are just starting out, you know. But could you tell me you were working on something that's going to be on the web, some kind of a series or
that is up to there is a web series that I filmed back in June, late June, early July. Um, and I will give you that and you can promote it, but it's in the middle, it's with a coworker of mine, so he is in the middle of editing it. So that's the it has
um,
we don't have a definitive release date for that yet.
give a name,
We're probably gonna wait. I will wait for him to give me
decide on a name. Okay. Is it a drama, comedy, thriller, horror?
honestly, it's a bit of a thriller.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah, a bit of a thriller.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you. Well, you tell me when it's out so I can rope the shit out of it and watch it myself.
Yeah, yeah.
So did I leave anything out that you want people to know about?
Oh, did um I already said it, I believe, but just to make sure, the stand-up Terry Granahan, she is performing Fear Street Comedy Club April 25th. And that will be the my last performance that I have for April. So April's going to be
You'll
a
be in that. Okay. You'll be
yeah, no
appearing.
problem.
You'll
Mhm.
be appearing. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's great. So, yeah. So, in September, I will have two grandchildren appearing in New York State.
Yeah, two different stages.
I sent you the video of Nick, right?
Yeah, I haven't gotten to the his on the news where he got.
Oh, you have it though, right?
Oh yeah, oh
You
yeah.
have to watch it because for an 18-year-old boy, he comes across just like you do, very confident, very sure of himself. Um, and yeah, definitely get together. Give him some support, some buddy support when he gets there. Yeah. Okay. Well, this has been great, and we'll have to do another when you get some more work that you want to talk about
Okay.
or advice for other people. I loved having you. And that is where we will leave it today. Hi, Thomas Knight, which is his real name and which I believe he should not change.
No, I'm not changing.
No, because that is the perfect, what a name for an actor. You do not need any silly name they offer you.
Right, of course. No.
Hi, Thomas Knight. It rolls off the tongue. So, my young actor from Wilmington, North Carolina, standing on the edge of possibility in New York City,
Mhm.
and your story is raw and unfinished and full of fire. And if you felt that spark, my listeners, keep watching because every great name starts as an unknown until it does not.
Mhm.
So thanks for sharing your story, Kai.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Oh, I loved it. So, of course, I. All right. So, until next time, my viewers, stay hungry, stay bold, and keep chasing the story only you can tell.